My name's Grant Hines and you're watching Gamezone TV. This is a special episode because this is our science edition. We're dropping a whole bunch of science all in your faces. We're going to be chatting to an astrophysicist about the mass relay in Mass Effect and how plausible it is in reality. We're going to be talking some community stuff. We're going to be dropping this week's gaming news. And if you like us lots, you can subscribe, like, and favorite this video. Let's go kick it.
This is the news on Gamezone TV.
Clan Connection and MWeb Gamezone streamed the first gaming console tournament. It was Modern Warfare 3 2 Sundays ago. Forgot to mention it last week, so this time I thought I would drop it this week. Holden, ZA, and myself casted and had an absolute ball. Here's to many, many more that are coming up soon. We're doing this for you, South African gamers. Special congratulations goes to X-Taz, who kicked NBSZ 3-1. Science. Are you thinking of buying a PlayStation Vita? If you are, there's a great video by Stuart Ashen. He's a YouTuber, quite a funny YouTuber on the internet. And he's broken out a nice 40-minute video of the unboxing process, the ritual, the art. Science, science, science. Are you excited for Mass Effect 3? And if you're not, then you should actually watch this video. It's a live action video for the first time that I've seen one, and it looks really cool. Let's get you pumped right now.
Faced with becoming nothing, we fight for everything.
Science, 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 so much science! The universe is science! Do you think Call of Duty Elite is a scam? Well, some PS3 owners seem to think so. We've linked it to an article below. You can click and check out all the details, but the gist of the story is that Microsoft has signed an exclusivity deal with Activision. So that means that PS3 owners who pay for the same content on Elite, like the new map pack that's come out, will only get that a month late. Do you think that's fair? Let us know in the description below. Science. Look how much science there is here. We're chatting to Vinesh Raj Paul, an astrophysicist at UCT in Cape Town, to find out if the mass relay in Mass Effect is at all possible in reality. Welcome to the show, Vinesh.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Vinesh, what is the mass relay? How does it work? And is it plausible in our known reality?
Okay, so in Mass Effect, these mass relays are used for instantaneous travel to other stars, other galaxies. And let me first focus on the instantaneous bit. That is so far-fetched, it's basically impossible. Reason being that the universe has a fundamental speed limit, speed of light, which is approximately 300 million meters per second. And it might not sound like a hell of a lot, but it actually takes an infinite amount of energy to get any mass up to that speed. We don't have an infinite amount of energy, so we're not getting even close to light speed travel. So if I could give you an idea of how long it would actually take to travel to another galaxy, even if we had a really futuristic spaceship and an astronomical amount of energy, it would probably still take upwards of millions of years to get there. Traveling even just to the closest star, Proxima Centauri, in that idealized situation would take decades. So we're not going anywhere instantaneously, that's ruled out. In the game there is this mysterious substance called element 0, I think, and basically it can take something which has mass and turn it into a massless object. Now if we could do that in the real world, that would be awesome, because then we could zip around at the speed of light to get to places instantaneously. But unfortunately, there is no element 0 in the real world. We don't know of any way to get rid of our mass without destroying ourselves, so that's not a feasible option. So having said that, not all hope is lost for this mass relay technology. One possible reason is that Einstein's laws of general relativity allow for the existence of structures known as wormholes. And these wormholes you can think of basically as shortcuts or tunnels through space-time, which could connect two points which would otherwise be completely separated. Kind of like taking a tunnel through a mountain range instead of having to hike over it. So if we could travel through these wormholes, instead of, we needn't worry about making a journey of a billion kilometers. we could take a really short, leisurely journey through one of these wormholes, and we could pop out on the other side of the galaxy, kind of like what happens with the mass relays. The only catch is that even though these wormholes are theoretically possible, we don't have any evidence that any wormholes actually exist, nor do we know how we might go about making one of our own, or if we could survive traveling through one. So there are a number of ifs, pretty big ifs. But smart people like Stephen Hawking, Kip Thorne, they think that at some point wormhole travel might actually be feasible. And so because of that, I would say that the mass relays in Mass Effect, it's pretty far-fetched, but it is plausible. It's definitely plausible if you're prepared to just change the technology a little bit. It ain't gonna happen in our lifetime though.
Now it's time for community stuff.
So much science, so sciencey, so much white science in big thick letters. If you aren't excited about Mass Effect 3 after what Vinesh has just told you, you should be, because I am very excited. We are hosting the launch at Gamezone, and if you want a part of that launch, there are a limited amount of tickets and you could win one. Check the description for a link to the competition and enter. T-Room, science, so much science. Gamers and Beta get to challenge each other in an exciting competition. If you've taken part in the program and have learned a thing or two, now's the time to put your money where your mouth is. Entry to the competition happens in the link below, and the top 5 most valuable players will each be rewarded with $600. There are going to be vouchers that you can spend on gaming stuff. So much science! Thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked what Vinesh had to say and you have any questions, let us know. Like, favorite, subscribe this video and to the channel. Peace guys, we'll catch you next week.